Morning students. Today I am starting first chapter from political science, the idea of democracy and its spread. Children, do you heard democracy? I think you all studied about democracy in previous classes. For this very well known sentence is there, that is, to the people, for the people, and by the people, in which people choose or elected their representative who works for the people welfare. In this chapter, we shall discuss about the Libya and Myanmar. In these countries, how the process of democracy takes root and how people participate in a democratic system of governance. Now, students, our first topic is the story of Libya. Libya was a very poor country. It was colonized by Italy. It achieved independence from Italy on February 10th in the year 1947. But after that, it remained under the rule of the United Nations Security Council. England and France looked after Libya's affairs on behalf of the Security Council. But on 24th December 1951, Libya gained full independence. Now we go to our next topic, that is establishment of monarchy in Libya. Monarchies means monarchies in India. After the independence of Libya, King Indrish became the ruler of the country Libya. Now he started dominating the country along with a few elite families, मतलब विशिष्ट वर्ग. Most of the Libyans belong to different tribes. They do farming and animal husbandry for their livelihood, and they were dominated by their chiefs. When large reserves of natural oil and gas were discovered in Libya in 1959, the country became rich nation. Students, you know, if any country have abundant sources of natural resources and they also known the extraction, then the country became the most powerful and developed country. So Libya also now became the rich country, but the king and elite families gained control over these natural resources and dominated and exploited the poor people of Libya. Now the youth of the country were aspired to set up a modern state. They wanted to bring unity and peace to Libya. They needed people free from exploitative force and ending all the tribal conflicts and atrocities, that is atyachar, against women. They also wanted revenue earned from oil is to be used for the benefit for all citizens. Now we should go to our next topic, that is military coup by Col Myanmar Gaddafi. Gaddafi was born on 1942. Gaddafi became the de facto leader of Libya on 1st September 1969 after leading a group of young Libyan military officers against King Indrish in a bloodless coup d'etat. After the king had fled the country, the Libyan Revolutionary Command Council (RCC) full backing to the revolution under the leadership of the Gaddafi. He opposed the monarchy and old constitution and established the Libyan Arab Republic with the new motto freedom, socialism and unity. गद्दाफी बहुत ही क्रांतिकारी तानाशाह लीडर था जिसने लीबिया पर 42 ईयर्स राज किया 1969 से 2011. उसने बहुत सारे क्रांतिकारी बदलाव किया लीबिया में. So now we discuss topic progress and development in Libya. Earlier we read most of the people in Libya belonged to various tribes. They were mostly poor, nomadic, postlist women were villaged and were not allowed to participate in public affairs. The new government took many important steps that led to Libya's rapid development. It initiated a progress of directing funds towards providing education, health care, and housing for all. Public education in the country became free and primary education compulsory for both sexes. The nomadic tribes were allotted irrigated agricultural land so that they could have a settled life. Gaddafi made military service compulsory for all the Libyans, both men and women. He ensured that women had equal status in society. Legally, no man was permitted to have more than one wife. Now, in Gaddafi ruled the country's 30 lakhs population was provided free medical facilities, education, and subsidized housing. And important change was freedom and equality of women. They had now right to start their own business, own property, and work in government jobs. In 2010, Libya's literacy rate was 90%. To participate in administration of the country, they established a legislative assembly in the central government. Okay, children, our next topic is the economic development and social welfare. In Libya, now many economic and social development occurred because of urbanization, liberalization of the economy, job opportunities in government sector lead to demise of tribal life, and different communities in Libyan society were now living in harmony. Many people employed in government jobs and many other in middle class showing interest in business and industry work. Let us discuss military dictatorship and the struggle for democracy. The Gaddafi government had no faith in democratic institutions. They did not believe in democratic government. So they established another administrative body called the Revolutionary Command Council. This council did not tolerate and opposition towards government. If anyone raised their voice against government, they impressed or even killed. In 2010, a businessman was killed in Tunisia. This incident sparked a revolt. Sparked a revolt. It was spread around Egypt, Libya, Yemen, Bahrain, Syria. Mobile and internet played a role in its spread. This revolution movement came to be popularly known as the Arab Spring. In January 2011, the Libyan people staged a protested against corruption in the city of Al Baigda. They protested against government housing scheme, minimum civil facilities, unemployment. Many families had no regular income. Now, gradually, Benjahi soon became the center of violent anti-government protest. Many people's organizations opposing the Gaddafi government, they began to unite and coordinate the efforts. The protesters attacked government building. Even they took control of the radio station. The rebels passed their demand to establish a democratic government in Libya. Gaddafi declared a war. The country was soon in the grip of a civil war. Some powerful democratic nations in the world were keen to end Gaddafi's dictatorship in Libya. They support the rival organization by providing weapons and money. United Nations also helped rebel by declaring no-fly zone over Libya. To put a stop to the government aerial attacks to protect the common people. Even then, Gaddafi continued his air strikes, but NATO forces of the USA, Britain, and France used their aeroplanes to control Gaddafi's strikes. Finally, rebellion got success. Col Gaddafi was arrested as he prepared to flee. He was executed to kill someone as a legal punishment. Now, on 2012, government Libya held its first democratic election. Around 200 people representatives were elected. A new government was formed. It declares an interim constitution for establishment of democracy in Libya. Now okay children, thank you.